Please be seated. As Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford Cathedral for today's Anglia Ruskin graduation ceremony, where we will celebrate the success of the class of 2017. The tradition of graduation ceremonies dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition that has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step, and graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use the skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of society. Each graduand will cross the stage and shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor to symbolise their transition to this new role, and we will applaud them for their success so far and in anticipation of their contribution to society in the future. At the end of the ceremony, the Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates to the community of scholars, and as new members of that community, when the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring the ceremony to a close. During the ceremony, those graduates receiving higher degrees will have their hoods placed upon them by the Vice-Chancellor to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. It's almost time for us to begin our formal proceedings, so I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ian Martin, to address you all. Vice-Chancellor.
Graduands, family, friends, colleagues, as Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, it is my very great pleasure to be here today at this, your graduation ceremony. Firstly, congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today, it's not only an opportunity to take stock and celebrate your achievements to date, but to look forward to the multitude of careers that stretch out in front of each of you. Wherever that career journey takes you, enjoy and embrace change. Challenge, provoke, look for new ideas to implement, and above all, do not be so proud as to not recognise the inevitability of that change and how it will challenge you in your own life and careers and of those who work around you. To quote Albert Einstein, whoever undertakes to set himself up as judge of truth and knowledge is shipwrecked by the laughter of the gods. We will have succeeded in our task if we've given you at least some of the skills and confidence to influence and lead the change that will make a real difference to the communities you live in and work with. This year marks our 25th anniversary of achieving university status. On the 16th of June 1992, we became a university, a milestone in a history that started in 1858 with John Ruskin's inaugural address at the opening of the Cambridge School of Art, the first part of the institution that is now Anglia Ruskin University. The power of education, providing access to that education and innovation were part of our institutional DNA from that day forwards. Our new strategy, Designing Our Future, was launched this year and outlines our absolute and continued commitment to transforming lives through innovative, inclusive, and entrepreneurial education and research. During the last quarter century, more than 140,000 graduands have crossed our stage, achieving a higher education qualification from our university. They've studied courses ranging from architecture to zoology and much in between. Every one of those last 25 years has seen major changes and developments, and this year is certainly no exception. We were delighted to have maintained our position in the top 350 of world universities. Now, you might say 350, but when you remember there are 20,000 universities across the world, it puts it into context. Indeed, we were the highest ranked of the post-92 new UK universities. There is so much more to a university education than simply securing a well-paid job at the end. But that having been said, we were very pleased to see that The Economist ranked ARU as one of the top 50 universities in the UK for delivering a positive financial return on our students' investment in their time and fees. Continuing our success in the areas of enterprise and entrepreneurship, we won the Duke of York Award for University Entrepreneurship at the Lloyds Bank National Business Awards. We've continued to invest in our buildings. Our new science centre in Cambridge is nearing completion, and for those of you who've been onto the Chelmsford campus today, you will see our new medical school already rising from the ground, hopefully ready to receive its first students this time next year. Over the last 12 months, academics across the university have carried out important research that focuses on the pressing issues that challenge us here in the UK and further afield. This year, highlights have included work on blindness and vision research, mental health, ageing, law, finance, business, engineering, and many, many other areas. Alongside this, we have some truly outstanding students who've won many, many awards. Molly Smith, who was named Student Paramedic of the Year. Beatrice Lastali Sajo, who was the VNA Student Illustrator of the Year, a truly remarkable achievement, amongst two examples amongst many, many testaments to the quality of the students we have at ARU. As a university, we define our success by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. For us to succeed, we need your support as our newest alumni to help us grow. That support can take many forms. We, as a university, can strengthen ourselves, but without the input of many others, we will not reach the full potential that we have. To date, the support we've received from alumni and friends has really made a difference. It's added value to our education, it supports our researchers to push boundaries, and gives us the opportunity to carry out a wide range of activities that support the cultural, social, and economic well-being of our host cities and the wider region. That support enables us in so many ways to translate our designs into reality to transform lives. You have our absolute commitment to ensuring that what we do makes a real difference to both our students and the wider communities. Before I close, I'd like to make special mention of you, the family, friends and supporters of our graduates here today. You've supported our students in so many ways. Personally, morally, spiritually, and one suspects all too often financially. On behalf of all our graduates and everyone at the university, thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank all of the staff across the university who've contributed to so many aspects of our graduates' education, together with our governing body whose wisdom and guidance has helped shape our university. I wish you well wherever your ARU degree takes you. I hope that you stay in touch with this, your university, as, whether you like it or not, from this day onwards, your success and our success are inextricably linked. As I finish, I return to Ruskin and his guidance on the use of words. Say all you have to in the fewest possible, or your reader will be sure to skip them, and in the plainest possible, or he will certainly misunderstand them. I hope I've not breached either of these two bits of advice. Once again, enjoy the day, and congratulations from everybody here at ARU. We wouldn't be the same, we wouldn't be where we are today without all of you. Congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, thank you. We now come to the formal presentation to the Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. And I call upon the Acting Dean of Faculty, Dr. Peter Crabtree, to present to the Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology. Dr. Crabtree.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Network Infrastructure and Security, Stephen Mitchell Apps. Yidden Chen. Oliver Chilvers. Ben Fuller. Daniel Hinson. Also receiving the BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT Award, Lucas Thomas Miazga. Ibrahim Opemi Olani. Alexandra Stratford. Hugh Wong. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Business Information Systems, Jamie Ellis. Adam Gaunt. Andrew Lewis Akero. Chukwumeka Okoro. Nithu Sebastian. Mafaro Timber. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Management, Stephen Paul Dickens. For the award of Master of Science Network Security, Samuel Omijewa Awudipi. Abdrahman Abdali Sidi. David Ian Templeman. For the award of Master of Science Information and Communication Technology, Daniel Nunzio Carnesi. For the award of Master of Business Administration Information Systems Management, Abiodun Eden. Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you those who've been awarded higher research degrees. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Trust and Related Challenges Influencing Cloud Computing Adoption by UK SMEs, Vivian Chinwendo Oyemaki. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Dr. Crabtree, thank you. We have many distinguished academic staff at Anglia Ruskin University, and I should now like to ask one of them, Mike Smith, to offer a few words of reflection.
When I came to Anglia, it was not Anglia Ruskin University, but we were a college of higher education. That was 30 years ago, and I'm still here. I was asked recently by a new member of staff how long I'd been here, and I said, well, I couldn't remember exactly how long it was, but it was at least 30 years. And she said, how's the university changed in that time? And it got me thinking, how has it changed? And in some ways, it's changed a great deal. In other ways, it's hardly changed at all. So I thought, given my few minutes I have to talk to you today, I'd try and talk to you about some of the changes that have occurred and some of the good things that haven't changed. So we now live in an age we now call the information age. And it's quite interesting that one of the prophets, perhaps, of the oil age, some of you may remember Sheikh Yamani, who was the petroleum minister of Saudi Arabia, said that the stone age didn't end when we ran out of stones. The oil age won't end when we run out of oil. And the information age, which we are in now, will never run out because we will never be out of information. And it's an interesting statistic to look at some of the aspects of where we were 25 years ago as an institution in terms of our technology and where we are now. 25 years ago, the world's most powerful supercomputer was called the Cray 1. Some of you may remember it. It's always used in sci-fi films. It's a cylindrical tower with lights and liquids flowing through it and seats where you could sit round. And it consumed a huge amount of energy. Today, the phone in your pocket is 5 times more powerful than that. 5 times more powerful. We now have 50 billion devices that are connected to the global internet. Memory and data has reduced in price tremendously. I used to postulate with the students that to fully populate a personal computer with 4 gigabytes of memory, only Bill Gates could afford. And in fact, in today's terms, that would be £250,000. I looked it up before I came tonight, and you can buy the same amount of memory today for £29.95 from PC World. We are also seeing today some great changes in the information age. And I think probably the thing that impresses most people, or worries people as well, is the rise of artificial intelligence and robotics. And a lot of us are concerned, and we have often diametrically opposed views of how it may all happen and what impact it will have on society. You can be sure it will have a massive impact on society. And it has an impact on us as a university as well. So I was trying to think about the changes that had occurred and how they'd occurred with us at Anglia. And I think probably the most obvious thing is in the buildings. So when I first came here, we had a campus in town, not very far from here. It was a relatively small campus. Now we have the most fabulous campus just down the road, and the new buildings that are going along, the new School of Medicine the Vice-Chancellor was talking about, almost certainly will be an outstanding building and the first of the type in Essex. We also have the Mike Salmon building, which is we've got a fantastic health and simulation facility. We've got the Medbic building, which is a fantastic CAD, 3D printing, and CNC machines. All wonderful facilities that we're very proud of, and our students are too. We've also seen a massive change in staff and students. Not only much larger numbers, but also in their cultures. When I first came here, almost everybody, staff and students, came from the UK. That's certainly no longer the case. In my own office, I now share it with a lady from Mexico, a gentleman from Greece, and a lady from Iraq. It makes very interesting conversations, and certainly my Spanish has improved quite considerably. From a point of view of the information that we talk about now, we clearly see massive changes in the way that universities operate. 25 years ago, Google did not exist. Nowadays, to solve problems, students look at Google. The library has changed dramatically. The digital revolution has taken place. We now have access to materials and sources of information that we would never have believed 25 years ago. We now have loads of facilities, social media, all these kind of things that compete with us that we have to deal with. So those are the things that are obvious changes. Perhaps I could finish off by talking about things that haven't changed. And I think perhaps the most important thing, and I hope the students would agree with this, is that our care for our students has not changed. Their well-being and our support of our students is fundamental to us. When I first came 30 years ago, it was made quite clear to me that we were role models for the students and we should act accordingly. We should make sure that we treat students with honesty and dignity. None of that has changed. We also have tried over the years to be good friends with the students, and we take them out and we go and do lots of things together. And mostly they remember us when they've left. And in fact, last year I had an issue with my broadband connection at home, and I rang up Sky, who provide my broadband, and eventually I got put through to the network engineer. He was trying to solve my problem. He said, "What are your details? What's your name?" I said, "It's Mike Smith." He said, "Do you teach networking at Anglia?" I said, "Yeah." And he was one of my ex-students. Unfortunately, though, he didn't offer me a discount. I'd like to just finish off by talking about some of the skills that the Vice-Chancellor talked about before. And I'd like to make some different quotations and possibly paraphrase the quotation of Darwin. Darwin basically said that neither the fittest nor the strongest would survive. It would be those who were the most agile, the ability to change. And I think that's one of the most important skills that we can give our students today as they graduate. We've given them transferable skills that they can go into the job market, and as the AI and the robotics changes the way that we work, they will be able to adapt to that. Hopefully we've given them good communication skills, but also they must remember that not only is it important to talk, but also to listen. So in my parting comment, I would say congratulations to our students who have graduated today. They're moving into an exciting and very challenging business environment. But with the skills, hopefully, that we've imparted with them, they will be able to rise to that challenge. And so on behalf of my colleagues behind us and all my colleagues not here today, we wish them the very best, and I'm sure they will be successful. Thank you.
Mike Smith, thank you. We now continue with the presentation to the Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today, and I now call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Martin Hewitt, to present to the Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Law and Social Sciences. Professor Hewitt.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure and my privilege to present to you graduates from the Faculty of Arts, Law and Social Sciences. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Legal Studies, Jordan Douglas. Paige Shireen Douglas. For the award of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, Ruth Olawatoyin Folashady Sonayon Adeyeli. Sophia Noreen Ahmed. Marjabin Anwar. Natalie Chantal Ashton. Darcy Barlow. Shanice Jainab Begum. Sophie Bond. Rebecca Brooker. Lisa Bryanton. And also receiving the Fisher-Jones Greenwood Prize and the Mid-Essex Law Society Prize, Liam James Callaghan. And also receiving the Oxford University Press Prize, Funda Sabeki. Lisa Lee Ann Cole. Stephanie Koschel. Christian Eric Kadowski. Sarah Dinville. Bemisola Ayomide Erson. Joshua William Kyle Goulston. Robert Lee Hall. Alex Head. Abeyua Courage Imadiye. Faize Jawad. Martin Jego. Hannah Rebecca Katari. Hannah Kettle. Caris Gemma Lewinton. Charlotte Mansfield. Tom Marfell. Alex McGee. Abiola Maimia. Nicola Ndanga. Opie Ogunleyi. Oluwatoyin Busola Ogunwebi. Emmanuel Oludugba. Femi Jota Onukpia. Oana Opris. Anmol Patel. Alice Perry. And also receiving the John Fowler's LLP Prize, Jess Sage. Danielle Smith. Perry Snooks. And also receiving the Anglia Trust Foundation Scholarship and the Hill and Abbott Solicitors Child Law Prize, Anna Michelle South. Nicole Saint-Hilaire. Amy Steff. Mercedes Jane Stockdale. Christina Tiskovate. Stuart Tyler. Jade Leah Wheaton. Susanna Young. For the award of Master of Laws Legal Practice, Benjamin David Jerome. Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present those who have been awarded higher research degrees. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy, with a thesis entitled The Loss of Innocence and the Pursuit of Compensation for the Wrongly Convicted, Miles Frederick McClellan. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduates for me to present to you today.
Professor Hewitt, thank you. And if I could give awards for the loudest ceremony, you're at the top of the league. So well done, everybody. We are now nearing the end of the ceremony, but first I should like to ask Anna South, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium to propose... to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of all those receiving awards today. Anna.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. It is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of all the students graduating at this ceremony. We all started university with this day in mind, the end to our journey, the day we could finally say, I have graduated. The journey has at times been difficult, challenging and demanding, but today we have reached our goal and we should all be immensely proud of ourselves. Firstly, we'd like to thank the course leaders and lecturers who went above and beyond textbook teaching to deliver lectures that were not only incredibly informative, but also built on their life experiences. The lecturers at this university can't be faulted. They give 110% and want their students to succeed in every way. Each year, they take the time to reassure each individual student, whether it be by a supportive email, a heartwarming chat, or some intense revision sessions. Something that should be noted is the care that these lecturers have for their students. Without them having this mindset, we would have struggled alone, and for that, we are so very grateful. We would also like to give our thanks to the work done behind the scenes, including faculty staff, library staff, and the canteen staff, who were always on hand with a kind word, a helping hand, or a caffeine dose and a sugar hit when we needed it the most. The university provides us with many opportunities, such as clubs, societies, and volunteering roles. They all play a vital part in the university experience and help to develop personalities, confidence, and vital skills required in the workplace. The university also has a fantastic employability team who scroll through endless CVs, arrange events with local employers, and run workshops to enable us to perfect our interview techniques to prepare us for future endeavours. I couldn't give a vote of thanks without giving a special mention to our family and friends. It is never easy to be around a stressed student, but you have supported us throughout by being encouraging, hopeful, or by bringing us food. Stressed, hungry students are the worst kind. We thank you for our tolerance while we hid ourselves away, studying throughout all hours. Ultimately, we want you to be proud of our achievements and watch us grow into the professionals we dreamt to be. Each graduate has a story to tell. We all started university with our goals and challenges to face, and have faced these throughout our time here. Sometimes with the deal of fear and uncertainty, sometimes with an additional curveball to manage. Along the way, we have been lucky enough to develop strong friendships, and if it wasn't for each other, we may not have made it this far. So hold on to those friendships and remember the experience you shared together and the stories you will have to tell in years to come. I shall now leave you with a thought to remember. Graduation is an exciting time. It's both an ending and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. So go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. Thank you, and I wish you all well for the future.
Anna, thank you and well done. I should now like to call for one final time on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ian Martin, to address the graduates. Vice-Chancellor.
And now, will all those who've been presented to me here on the stage please stand? As Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards for which you have been presented to me today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom and thought and scholarship. From all of us here, congratulations to each and every one of you. Very well done. Before we finish, your friends, family and supporters have cheered and applauded each of you who've you've gone across the stage. All of your journeys have required support from those here today. Could you return the honour in the usual way to reflect the contribution that everybody in the audience has made to your success today? Once again, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the ceremony, so I hereby declare proceedings to be closed. And now can I ask everybody to stand for the academic procession?